Ra, the sun god of ancient Egypt, is one of the most powerful and mysterious deities in history. Revered by Egyptians for thousands of years, Ra's influence stretched from the pharaohs to the common people, and his power was considered unmatched. But there's much more to Ra than the stories we usually hear. What did the sun god really hide? What secrets did he guard? And why did ancient Egyptians build an entire culture around him? Ra wasn't just the god who brought the sun each day. He was the king of the gods, and his domain stretched across both the heavens and the earth. People believed he had the power to bring life, create the world, and control the forces of nature. In fact, Ra was so important that pharaohs, who were thought to be his earthly representatives, built entire temples to honor him. But here's the kicker. Ra was also a god with a lot of secrets. And these secrets weren't just about his creation of the world. They had to do with his role in the afterlife, his mysterious journey through the underworld, and the way he kept certain truths hidden. One of the most important secrets Ra kept was his own transformation. Every evening as the sun set, Ra began his journey into the underworld, a dark and dangerous place. This part of his journey was vital because it was where Ra fought the forces of chaos, represented by a serpent-like creature called Apep. Ra's daily journey was a constant battle between light and darkness, life and death. The ancient Egyptians believed that if Ra failed to defeat Apep, it would mean the end of the world. This never-ending battle symbolized not just the changing of day into night, but also the eternal struggle between order and chaos in the universe. Ra's ability to survive this journey every night was a reflection of his power, and it reinforced the belief that without him, nothing could exist. But Ra didn't do it alone. He was aided by the gods of the Egyptian pantheon, who each played their role in protecting him. One of the most fascinating aspects of Ra's secret life was his connection to these other gods, especially Hathor, the goddess of love, and Horus, the god of the sky. These gods were said to help Ra navigate the underworld and ensure his safe return every morning. Yet even though they were part of his divine circle, they still had their own secrets. They were powerful, but their actions were often clouded in mystery. What exactly did Ra tell them, and what did they keep from the people? These hidden truths were as much a part of Ra's story as his role as the sun god. The Egyptians also believed that Ra could transform into different forms, and this ability tied into the way they saw the world around them. Ra could appear as a falcon, a man, or even a beetle. His ability to change shape showed his dominance over both life and death, as well as his flexibility in dealing with forces that threatened to destroy him. This shape-shifting power made Ra unpredictable and even more fascinating to his followers. They believed that Ra's ability to alter his form reflected the fluidity of life itself, reminding them that nothing was permanent and that the only constant in the universe was change. But perhaps the most intriguing secret of Ra was his role in the afterlife. In ancient Egyptian belief, the soul would journey to the afterlife after death, and it was Ra's duty to guide this journey. This wasn't a simple task. The afterlife was full of dangers, and only Ra could lead the soul safely through the obstacles that lay in wait. The Egyptians believed that after death, the soul would be judged by Osiris, the god of the underworld. If the soul passed the test, it would be granted eternal life. But if it failed, it would be devoured by Ammit, a terrifying creature that combined the features of a crocodile, lion, and hippopotamus. Ra's judgment, however, was less about punishing the soul and more about ensuring the soul's safe passage through the dangers of the underworld. In the Book of the Dead, which was a guide to the afterlife, Ra's secret role in this process was detailed in great detail. The book revealed that Ra had the power to decide whether the soul could continue its journey or whether it would be trapped forever in the underworld. The Egyptians believed that Ra could help the deceased pass through various trials, such as crossing the dangerous waters of the afterlife, fighting demons, and even facing judgment from other gods. But Re's guidance was not guaranteed. If the soul was not worthy, Ra had the power to send it into eternal darkness. This sense of mystery and power surrounding Ra's role in the afterlife added to his godly aura, making him both a protector and a judge. Ra's hidden life wasn't just confined to the underworld or the afterlife. His role in daily life was just as fascinating. Every day, the sun rose in the east, and as it climbed into the sky, it was said that Ra was riding his solar boat across the heavens. This journey was not just about bringing light to the world. It was symbolic of Ra's dominion over time itself. The Egyptians saw time as cyclical, and Ra's daily journey across the sky represented the never-ending cycle of life, death, and rebirth. But what's interesting is that this journey wasn't always the same. There were times when Ra would travel faster and other times when he would slow down, causing periods of darkness. These variations were part of Ra's mysterious nature. What made Ra's solar journey even more intriguing was the belief that he sometimes had to travel through areas that were hidden from the mortal world. These hidden realms were filled with secrets, and the Egyptians believed that Ra's passing through them revealed parts of the universe that humans couldn't comprehend. Another fascinating secret of Ra's was his connection to the pharaohs. The pharaohs, considered to be the living gods on earth, were said to be the direct descendants of Ra. But Ra didn't just bestow this divine right upon the pharaohs without a reason. He chose certain individuals to represent him on earth, and these chosen rulers had the power to speak for Ra. The pharaohs were not only tasked with leading Egypt, but also with maintaining the balance between order and chaos. It was the pharaoh's responsibility to ensure that Ra's power was respected and that the people stayed in harmony with the natural world. This deep connection between Ra and the pharaohs gave them an almost mystical aura, making their reigns more powerful and more enigmatic. The pharaohs, in turn, used this connection to strengthen their rule, building massive temples and monuments dedicated to Ra to show the people their divine backing. As we look at the story of Ra, it becomes clear that the sun god wasn't just a simple deity worshipped for bringing light to the world. He was a complex and mysterious figure whose role in both the cosmos and the afterlife was shrouded in secrets. From his daily journey through the sky to his battles in the underworld, Ra's life was filled with hidden truths that the Egyptians both revered and feared. These secrets didn't just shape the Egyptian worldview. They also set the foundation for how they saw life, death, and the afterlife. Ra wasn't just the sun god. He was a force that controlled the very fabric of existence itself. Don't forget to like and subscribe